So if you own a 010X or any other Zero scooter, you will notice that the instruction booklet that comes with it is pretty sketchy. Perhaps the most frustrating thing is that it says nothing about how to use the P settings or how these interact with the other controller buttons, Mode, Eco, Turbo and the dual single button. What follows is a series of bench tests conducted with the scooter raised off the ground. Each test is labelled with the button combination that is being used. You can see on the throttle display the effect of each combination on speed and acceleration. Just a word on the Eco Turbo button. This can cause a lot of confusion as it appears to be mislabelled. The label suggests that turbo mode is activated when the button is pushed in. However, this is not the case. So if you are wondering why your beast scooter is not reaching the awesome speed that you expected, then try popping out this button to engage full power. If that doesn't get you to butt-clenching speed, then there is one other possible cause. Your scooter may have a speed limiter installed. Removing a speed limiter is out of scope for this video. However, I have included a link to another YouTube video that covers that subject. I hope you find this information useful, and if you do, please hit the thumbs up. If you have any questions, put them in the comments and I will do my best to answer. So this is how I've set up the scooter for testing. As you can see, it's up on a crate to get the wheels off the ground. That way they can spin freely while I run through all the tests, and this is a much easier way to do it than out on the road. Okay, so this is how you set up the P mode setting. You hold down the mode button and the power button for 3 seconds, and that puts you into program mode, and you see a P at the top of the screen. And from there we can set the other settings. Once you are in program mode, then you get to the P number that you want. In this case, we're looking at the acceleration setting, and you continue to press the mode button, and you can see there it's advancing to the different numbers that are available. Test cycle 9. Okay, so there you have it, the results of the tests. Some interesting things come out of that. Probably the most interesting thing is that the Eco button has the same effect, it seems, as setting the power to 40%, and that's what happens in my country when you take delivery. They say that the scooter is speed limited. When you actually look at it, what they've done is they've set the P8 rating to 40%, and so reduce the maximum power, which reduces the speed. And it just works out that having the power setting on 40 gives you a maximum speed of between 20-25 kilometers an hour. And if you have it set to 100 but you have the eco button activated, you also have the same maximum speed. So those two seem to have the same effect, but obviously the eco button means you can turn it on and off quickly while you're riding. Also a huge difference on acceleration settings. So from 1 to 5, at 1 it's pretty tame, and can take 15 seconds to get up to speed, whereas on 5 it's just a rocket. And I've got to say, I've tried 5 when I'm riding on it, and it's scary. It's scary fast. I used to ride a motorcycle at 1050cc Triumph, and I reckon that this scooter would probably be faster over the first 20 metres than the motorbike. The motorbike, of course, would catch it up because it's got bigger wheels, but over the first 20 metres, the acceleration on the scooter is, with both motors running, is just neck snapping. Anyway, I hope this helps, and at the end of the day, it's up to you to set the preferences to suit yourself and your situation. So for me, I bought this scooter mainly for the power rather than the speed. I weigh 85 kilos, so I'm not light, and I bought it to commute to work on, and there's some pretty hilly terrain on the way to work, one very big hill that I have to get over. So I needed to know that I had enough power for the scooter to not just die under my weight trying to get up the hill. So acceleration and top line speed are not important to me, so therefore I've found for myself the best way to operate it is to knock back the acceleration. I just have it set to 1, the first setting. I have the power set to 100 because I need maximum power sometimes, and when I don't need all that power or speed, I usually just putt around on eco setting. So basically it means I'm doing up to 25 kilometers an hour, which is more than enough, especially when you're riding on footpaths. And when I get to this big hill, I just put it into turbo mode, and away I go, and it just rockets up there. It's still accelerating by the time I get to the top. So yeah, awesome power. Fantastic scooter. If you've got one, you'll already know that probably. Congratulations on a good choice. And if you haven't got one, I definitely recommend you look at it at least. So that's it, and as I said before, if you like this video, then please hit the thumbs up button, and I'll try and make some more with more interesting things that I discover on the scooter. Thank you, cheerio.